that was probably my first relationship with his dad. That was my first relationship that I was in. And it started off fun and everything, and then it wasn't, because what I've learned is to make sure that that person's trauma can handle my trauma and my trauma can handle their trauma, because I think everybody's traumatized. And so I will not say, it's crazy how this story changes, because it ended up being an abusive relationship. Okay? And everybody may not understand that, but...
Did you beat him?
I punched him once. I punched him once. I swung and I missed a couple times because I was trying to fight back. Yeah, I suck. I wasn't a fighter, man.
At least you tried.
I tried, right. But no, so I left that relationship. It wasn't good for me or healthy. So I left that relationship. Now, I didn't want to, I grew up without a dad, so I didn't want to keep that, that going. And he had other children that he wasn't able to see. And so I'm like, bro, I'm not that girl. I'm cool. I'm not about to keep your kid from you. So I didn't. Then I see, it's crazy about life, because when you do this, you learn that. When you do that, you learn this. It's all a learning experience. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because I kind of see why some girls be like, oh, I'm keeping them from that person, right? It depends on the reason. If it's not in the child's best interest, then, a decision needs to be made. But I didn't want to keep my son from him. I didn't want my son to grow up without his dad, because I grew up without mine. So he had the best gift. He had my firstborn. He had my child. I also left him for someone younger. I think that did something to him, because the guy was younger. And oh my God, he was 7 years younger than me. Oh. Yeah, Stella. No, he's legal. He was legal. And it's funny because he tried to run from me. I was drunk and he tried to run from me. He rolled his window up. We used to test drive cars. And of course I was at that job drinking. I think I wouldn't want to be at home with baby daddy, one, because he just turned mean and it got crazy. So I would fake go to work. And I would drink in the car. They'd be we would test driving cars, and I would be drunk in the cars. And baby daddy number 2, he didn't know it yet, but he was like, man, he tried to keep my drunk ass away from it. It's funny though, because nobody likes a drunk person. But they do. They like a drunk person when it's fun and when they can deflect from their own pain and their own bullshit. So they can point and laugh at that person, because I was that person too for a lot of people. But don't nobody want no drunk ass woman. You know what I'm saying? And he probably should have kept his window rolled up tight, but then we wouldn't have Jayza. She's amazing. So, yeah. So I left baby daddy out. So I was cheating. That was the first time I ever cheated, but I had a reason. He was abusive, right? That wasn't the right way to deal with that. Yeah, because now that's on my record. But I left, and then I was flinging with the young thing, having fun and shit, having fun and shit. I felt like a sugar mama. I was a sugar mama. I was like, hey boy, you want to go to, I get paid on Friday. We gonna go get you some of them Gordons at Fairlane. I'm taking Fairlane, boy.
You was tricking?
I was tricking. Yep.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah, I sure did.
Okay.
And that shit's crazy. See, because I'm not just addicted to drugs and alcohol. I had to go to rehab and say, I'm addicted to drugs, alcohol, and men. I'm a sick motherfucker. That word. I used to try to say it like the black people and say like motherfucker.
Yeah,
I try to say motherfucker. But I accepted myself today, Jay.
R.
Yeah, I accept myself today, and now I say just motherfucker. Fuck it. Motherfucker.
Cool, though.
But yeah, so that motherfucker kept my son from me. He took my son from me. And I had to pay him child support.
How did that work out for you?
Oh, at first it was terrible. I drank even more, because how dare you? I am a woman of the cloth. I am a good person. I was a good woman to you. You know what I mean? Like, and you just switched on me. Trauma. You switched on me. Like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. And give me my baby back. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my baby back. But now I look at it, and I had to be okay with it. I remember when he was on child support. He was the one on child support, and I went and I got it lowered. I got it lowered because I'm like, that's not fair. He pays the bills. He does this. He does that. I had it lowered to like $59 a month. Son had asthma, so, he got to have an inhaler. Do you got a career? No. Okay, me either. So it's life or death. So I had to take that same analogy when it got flipped on me. And say, your son got to breathe, Quay, so somebody's got to fucking pay it. So I had to pay it. But it didn't get lowered. I ain't barely getting no credit. I used to go down there. They used to be looking at me like, no one ever comes and gives their baby daddy credit for child support. I said, well, it's the right thing to do, But then when the tables got turned, eventually he gave me credit. We both had to grow up a lot, right?
Yeah.
I had to realize that maybe I wasn't the best choice because I was already drinking. And then that would have exposed my son to all of that. But I like to think that I had this conversation on the in the Uber on the way here about that because I had to look at myself. I had to look at the fact that I had to pay child support because my son needs to breathe. I had to look at the fact that, and I only look at it like this now when my son graduated and all of that. Like he made it. He graduated top of the class, so I was just really proud. And every time I talk about something, it branches off into something else in my mind. Sorry, but I was really proud, and I had to realize once I became an addict, he probably was better off with his dad that whole time. You know what I mean? That made me feel like shit at first because women don't pay child support. The daddy's supposed to pay child support. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't shit. He's supposed to pay child support. That's just what it's been. That's the way it goes. Oh no, I had to tell, even in recovery situations, like, bitch, I pay child support. Even I just stopped paying. He's 19 now. Just stopped paying it at 18.
Now I celebrate?
Yeah, with more success. Not a bottle. When people say celebrate, I instantly think drink, But I was gonna say something because the child support thing. Damn. I felt like a worthless mother. I remember feeling like that, comparing myself to other mothers, and they had their kids, and they didn't have to pay child support, and I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed by the judicial system because this person abused me, and I tried to fight back. I tried to tell y'all about that. He used to take my money. He used to take my money and controlled everything I did. So he was actually brilliant because after that relationship or whatever, guess what? He still took my money. Just through the state of Michigan. He took my money that way instead of like controlling my checks and stuff like that. So I thanked the judicial system for continuing my abusive relationship that I thought I left. You know what I mean? I hated it at first, but like I said, I had to look at it as a way for my son to breathe. And I look at everything now that I've been through, and I think it all had a purpose, to be able to experience that and be, am I the first black woman to pay child support? That would be cool for Black History Month. The second? Damn.
You might be the second.
Yeah. But I had to let all that go and think about the benefits that it had that for my son. And then I was able to relate to a lot of men. I was able to relate to a lot of men that felt like they shouldn't pay it and this is that, And it is kind of unfortunate when we can't come up with solutions on our own on how to take care of a child without getting them people involved. Because then it turns into a bunch of spite and everything. Because then I changed the contact in my phone from baby daddy to baby mama. And to this day, we'll crack a joke about, like, what up, baby mama? He like, baby daddy, my check in the mail? That's how he used to be, like, because that was my baby mama. You my baby mama. I got to pay you child support.
So you mentioned how it kind of made you feel worthless about being put on child support and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, like I was a bad mom.
How did you work through that?
I guess, have I worked through that? Because, like, once my son graduated, going to his graduation, I felt a little bit like... Now, see, the thing is, I was always behind the scenes. I did all the medical stuff, every doctor's appointment, every annual check. I was there for all of that. Dental, all the health stuff. That was my department. So it wasn't like I wasn't around or there, you know what I mean? But he lived in his house. So, which I couldn't keep stable housing. How many times I've been evicted? He did it was, that's how I got over that. Like, you created a stable, he was top of the class. He got a scholarship. You know what I mean? No matter what I think about you, you did that, sir. You did that. So, that's how I got through that. A lot of these things I'm still working on. I don't have an answer for because I'm still working on things. Just like how...
What does the work look like?
Oh, it's a lot of isolation from old things, old ways of thinking, old people that I used to be around. I have to protect my space, my energy. I have to protect because I'm easily influenced. So I can't be around things that influence me in a negative way. If I'm around gossip and I'm into that, it gets in me. I don't want that shit on me. I don't want no bad vibes. So that requires a lot of Quay time, a lot of me time with myself or being with my children. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You said, how do they see me? Like, we actually see each other now. Like my son lives with me now. And it's strange because it's like having a man in the house. Yeah. And I have to respect my children. See, when she was just a little girl, I could just do whatever. Okay, my friend coming over. Da, da, da. Now ain't no. I don't have company at my house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I saw a meme and said somebody asked to come over. I can't wait to use this on somebody. Don't ask to come. He said the meme said something about if a dude asks to come to my house, tell him my house is in the shop. I can't wait to use it. So don't even ask me because I'm gonna use it on the next person to ask me. Can I come? Nah, my house in the shop, bro. Yeah. Don't nobody ask me no more. You know why they don't ask me no more? Because I don't be around that shit no more. I don't even be around that type of shit. And everybody that I'm around understands what I'm trying to do. And so, yeah, I don't have those problems no more. I don't have the same type of problems anymore. Yeah.
Being put on child support as a woman.
You just love that, huh?
How did that make you look at relationships differently?
It made me look at it like, you can't be the cool chick. I can't be the cool chick. I can't be understanding and this, that, because I didn't want to take him from you, right? I'm trying to be cool. I should have been like the other chicks and just kept my baby with me the whole time. I tried to run away with him one time, and I ended up having to go back. The shelter I tried to run to, they didn't accept me. They told me, come back when he blacks your eye.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So relationships, I'm terrified of fucking relationships. Mm-hmm. I'm terrified because I can't trust being myself with someone and them not taking that for granted or taking advantage of that, So I have to almost throwing
it back in your face.
Oh yeah, he did that too.
That could be a trigger.
Yeah, I'm scared because that was like my first real relationship. Besides the little meet at the mall and and all that little stuff. That we had a child together, So I'm scared of any of that. So then but then I did what a lot of us do. I went from one relationship, didn't heal, and went straight to the young guy and got into that relationship. And then in this one, you're not telling me what to do. I'm doing whatever I want to do. Period. I'm going wherever I want to go.
Youngin'.
Yeah, he ain't no better. He just, as long as I took him to
Fairlane
and buying him Gordons, it was all good. And then I was, what I'm saying, I was doing a good job. So after that, I chose to go a whole different route with this relationship shit. I said, well, let me try not being in a relationship. Uh-huh. I ain't gonna do that because I think it's the labeling of that and people not expressing their conditions or their expectations for those things.
Don't they keep it a secret sometimes?
Yeah, well, that's why you gotta ask, man. You gotta ask. You gotta have those conversations.
They're not gonna tell you.
They uncomfortable, but you gotta fucking have those conversations.
A lot of times I notice people won't tell you. People try to bring their what do they call it? Their representative. People present their representative to us. So they want to show us this perfect person, and they do everything that they think we like.
Yeah.
Until they get tired of that shit.
And that person
and that's when the real.
Yeah, I know exactly. When you said representative, I said, and that's why, like I said, I went from this relationship and didn't heal and went to that relationship. That's the same thing as that person having a representative. If you don't know what you want, how can you speak on it? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm in a cool down period. My relationship that I'm working on is with my children and with myself. Yeah. You know, I get bored, I get lonely. I want to do that little soft ass shit sometimes. I want to try hand holding, you know, because I gotta stop saying I'm a G because I'm trying to grow up.
Can't you be both?
So I gotta stop being a G because see, don't no man want like a. If he wanted a dude, he'd get a dude, right? Probably, I assume. I mean, everybody can do.
It depends on the type of man you get.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. These are turning into.
You can get a submissive man.
Yeah.
He might be a cockhole, but I think it's some submissive men out here.
I think so too. And the fact that I don't know which kind of man I want is even furthermore why I'm not ready.
So you don't know if you want to be the soft Quay or you want to be the masculine.
I think I want to be soft Quay because I've never really gotten to be her. I feel like she's the little girl and that she never got to grow. But the representative of me, my representative is I'm a G and I could take whatever, bro. Like I don't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. It didn't matter. You drink, smoke, you fuck, and you go home. How do you learn how to love like that? And I think that I done tried so many things, right? So many different drugs, so many different things. I want to try some love. I want to try to be soft.
I think it depends on the man. Because maybe you've been living in like a survival mode your whole life. You may have some bad type of relationships that you actually haven't experienced a man come through and just be a good man to you.
Right.
So you can take that guard down.
Right. And I think that because I see this topic a lot, like on social media when I'm on it, and poking fun at women and how they are like masculine or how they so independent that they don't need a man. Like, well, shit, some of us ain't have a fucking choice. Yeah. What do you do in that household when you got the system taking our men, our fathers and our men, putting them in prison or addiction? You know, they give them the drugs to sell, they sell them, then they lock them up. Then they get on the drug. It's just a catch-22. You know, it's really fucked up when you look at it, when you think about it. It's fucked up. So how do we accept y'all? Because we never had it. And it's hard. It's challenging because that's why I'm like, I got to stop being so. And even with, I called my baby dad my baby mom. I really fucking did that. Yeah, I really did that. I guess that's the thing.
He answered though, right? Like he was good with that as long as he got the check.
He'll crack a joke right back. You know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't give a fuck. Because he getting a check. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what it did to me. Fuck how it made me feel, you know. But I had to get out of all of that. I had to look at what it's for. It's for my son. Yeah. So, I mean, and that might not even been where it went. Because, I mean, was he getting his nails done and shit? I don't know. But I had to put it in the right compartment for itself. That shit is for my son. So he could stay on these benefits. Now, the big goal is to get off of all of that shit and just be able to take care of my own, you know. But, yeah, I want to stop being so, I need to stop being the man that I think I need.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you said it. I think you're right.
I need to stop being the man that I think I need. And, yeah. So I'm going to try to be softer and get in tune with the softer version of myself. Somebody has said that to me.
Your feminine energy.
Yeah. And it's okay. My representative is a G, though. Yeah. So I always, and I've noticed
Top G.
Triple OG. Okay. So, like, I came in and I just talked that talk. And I'm like, is this really you, Quay? Do you really care? And I'm a carer. I am a carer. After all the substances and everything, I realized that I am a caring. I'm still that little Quay that my mom gave birth to. Not who they think I am or who I represented myself to be. I'm not somebody you could just take shit from either. You know what I'm saying? That's why he had me fucked up August 2nd. Had me fucked up. Especially when it start trickling down to the possibility of fucking with my children. So, I'm back.
You're back.
Start looking off into space like that. I start talking. Yeah.
right. Look off into space.
Yeah.
You a G.
Yeah,
All of that.
I am.
So, did you have a moment in your life that made you say, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm about to go to therapy, rehab, or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you please
August.
explain?
And it's funny because it